Having your weights, we're going to start with our bicep curls. Roll your shoulders back, tummy in nice and tight, and we'll do 8 of each and 3 sets, okay? So starting, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, 8. Drop your weights, and we're going to raise our arms up to the sides. That's working our deltoids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, 8. Now bring your weights to your shoulders, and we're going to go straight up from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, 8. Take one of your weights, drop it behind you, open the chest up. Now we're going to work on the triceps. So we get into our tabletop position on our mat. Oh, Robert's coming in. I'll just let Robert in. So we're in our tabletop, wrists directly under shoulders, knees under hips. Raise your arm to a 90-degree angle. Tummy in nice and tight. So what we want to be doing is squeezing the back of our arms because we're trying to firm up our arms, so our triceps. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, 8. Switch hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, 8. So now we're working on our inner thighs. Raise your leg up into what we call fire hydrant position, and we're going to pump it here 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring your knees together, stretch it out in your child's pose. And then coming back to tabletop, we'll do the other side, raise the other leg up. And 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And stretch it out in your child's pose. And then coming back to our bicep. Shoulders back, tummy in tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, 8. Drop the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, 8. Bring your weights to your shoulders. This time we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades together and then go up. Tummy in tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, 8. Taking one of your weights, drop it behind you, opening up the chest nice and wide, and then back to tabletop position. Tummy in tight, working the triceps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, 8. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this time we want to be working on our glutes. So extend one of your legs. Pull your tummy in tight, point your toes because you want to engage your whole body. And we're focusing on really squeezing our glutes. And we're going to do 20 if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, last one, 20. Stretch it out in a child's pose. And the other leg. Tummy in tight, point the toes, and squeeze the glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, last one, 20, and stretch it out. So the last set. Shoulders back, tummy in tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Drop the arms, deltoids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, 8. Bring the weights to the shoulders, straight up from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, 8. And drop that weight behind you. And last set of triceps. Back to tabletop. Tummy in tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, 8. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And working on our glutes again, but a little different pose. So extend one of your legs, put a 90-degree angle in the leg, pull your tummy in tight, squeezing the glutes. We'll do 10 lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and stretch it out. Other side. Extend the leg, 90-degree angle. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And stretch it out in your child's pose. And we are all done. Our weight segment. So you can come to a comfortably seated position. You might want to make sure you have a stretchy band or nylon, a strap or a long belt, just in case we use it. And if you don't have a yoga block, you can use a little stool or a chair, but we don't always use all these things. I also like to have a little pad handy, a gardening knee pad for my knee. That I usually do use. So, coming to your comfortably seated position, we're going to focus on the present moment. And to help us do that, we use our Tibetan bowl. So just focus on the vibrations of the bowl. Place one hand on the heart, the other under the abdomen. And begin to breathe deeply in through the nose, out through the mouth, about 3 deep breaths. And now we're going to just massage our temples a little bit. And cheekbone area, feeling around for any points of tension. If you do find a point of tension, pause there and try to massage it out. And then make your way to your jawline. And then under the ears and down the sides of the neck. You can kind of feel around the neck for any points of tension. You find a knot, just try to massage it out. And then reach behind your neck and give your neck a squeeze and your shoulders a squeeze. And then shake your arms out. Place one hand on the head. Draw your ear towards your shoulder. And the other side. And come to center. Roll your shoulders back, drop your head back, lips together. So we're working on our double chin here. Come to center, interlace your fingers behind your back, draw your chin into your chest. Come to center, we're gonna do our seated twist. So taking a deep breath in, stretch one of your arms up, exhale, and plant that hand behind you. Take your other hand, bring it outside of your knee. With a nice straight back, take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale everything through the mouth. And gently, slowly squeeze and twist, coming to look over your shoulder. Don't over twist because you can hurt yourself in a twist. You're trying to detoxify your internal organs by squeezing out the old oxygen. Now slowly and carefully come back to center. Take a deep breath here, stretch the arms all the way up. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale and come to center. So the other arm, take a deep breath in, stretch the other arm up. Exhale, plant the hand behind you. Other hand outside of the knee. Deep breath here into the nose, out through the mouth. Slowly squeeze and twist. You can still be breathing in your twist. You'll just be breathing shallowly. And then slowly and carefully unwind, coming back to center. Taking a deep breath here, stretching the arms all the way. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come back to center. Working on the neck. Drop your chin to your chest. Roll your head to one side and then the other side. So let's do it one more time, dropping the chin to the chest, rolling the head to one side, and then the other side. Coming to center, we're kind of moving down, so we're working on the shoulders now. So just roll your shoulders, really squeeze your shoulder blades together as you're coming back, and spread them apart as you come forward. And then change direction. Extend both of your arms in front of you. Make fists with your hands and circle your hands. And then change direction. And give it a shake. One hand to the mat beside you, the other toward the sky. Gaze upwards. Lips together. And then change sides. So come into your tabletop position so we can start some balancing work and our cat and cow. But first we're going to work on our shoulders a little bit more. So having your arms nice and straight, meaning lock your elbows. Drop your chest toward the mat with those arms straight. Then push your chest forward. Bring it up, around, and down. And again. And one last time. And coming to tabletop. Have your knees so that they're together and drop your hips to one side. And then the other side. And then come back to tabletop. We're going to do our cat and cow now. So taking a deep breath in, drop the belly, raise the head up for cow. Exhale, arch the back, tuck the chin in for cat. Inhale, come back to cow. Exhale, come back to cat. Inhale for your last cow. Exhale for your last cat. And then back to tabletop. Open your knees wide, sit back on your heels, stretch your arms out as far as they'll go, spread your fingers open wide for our wide knee child's pose. So connect your forehead or your third eye to the mat. And then envision drawing in the beautiful earth energy in through your palms, in through your third eye, rippling it through your body until it reaches your toes. And then you can give your toes a little wiggle and come back up to tabletop. So we are ready to begin our balance work. Extend one leg and the opposite arm, or bird dog. Flex your foot, push your heel back. And then come back to table, stretch it out in your child's pose. And back to tabletop for the other side. So extend the opposite leg and its opposite arm. Flex the foot, push the heel back, tummy in tight. And then come back to tabletop. Come into a child's pose and have your forearms flat on the mat, palms flat and open wide, and then come down to your belly. Point your toes and push up from here, from your pelvic area. You are now in your Sphinx pose. So you're raising your chin up, lips together. If you want to take it to the next level, you can bend up your legs, walk your hands back, and push up from here. And then coming back down, come back into your tabletop position. And then we're going to come into down dog. But if down dog is not good for you, just stretch one leg out at a time. So if you're able to come into down dog, tuck your toes, raise your hips up, and pedal your legs. Pause and push both heels down towards the mat. Tuck your chin into your chest. And then look forward. Walk up to the top of the mat. Take a deep breath in. Come all the way up, bringing your hands to prayer above your head, and then at heart center, and then mountain pose. And then you can just give it a good shake and twist. So we're working our way down. So we're coming to our hips now. Open up your legs so that they're a little more than hip distance apart. You can place your hands on your hips. Put a little bend in the knees, and we're doing our big hip circles. But when we do them, remember to fold forward all the way as you're coming in the front, and as you're coming in the back, come all the way back. So let's go. And then change direction. And then come up to center. So extend one leg to the side. This might be tough on your balance. So if you need to hold on to a chair, have a chair handy and hold on to the chair. So we're going to work on our leg joint. So circling that leg 3 times. Then change direction. And then draw the leg in and twist out. Other side. 3 times. And then change direction. And then draw the leg in, twist out. Extend one leg in front of you. Point the toes, flex the foot. Point and flex, point and flex. Last time, point and flex, and circle your foot. And then change direction. And then draw it in, twist it. And the other side. Point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Last time, point and flex, and circle the foot. And change direction. And draw the leg in, twist it. So we're going to pretend we're swimming in that pool behind me and do the front crawl. Put a nice sway in your front crawl so that you're really stretching your back out. And then change direction. And then come to center, give it a good shake and a twist. So we always like to do brain yoga. That's good for our memory. So we're going to do what we call super brain yoga. And how it works is all the twisting and coordination you have to do is supposed to be very good for our brain. So take your left arm, cross it over your chest, grasp your earlobe, thumbnail pointing forward. The other arm, cross it over, grasp your earlobe, thumbnail pointing forward. Place the tongue to the roof of your mouth. Keep it there the whole time. We're coming into chair pose 15 times. I'm just going to remind you that when you come into chair pose, you're not hanging your knees over your toes. Rather, you're sticking your bum back so you don't add extra pressure to the knees. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, last one, 15, and give it a good shake and a twist. So we are ready for our sun salutation. So come to the top of your mat, hands at heart center. Take a deep breath in, stretch the arms all the way up, exhale and pull forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Take a deep breath in, stretch the arms all the way up to prayer, to heart center, to mountain pose. Take your right leg and step it back. Have your foot at a 45-degree angle, your back foot. Front knee over your ankle. If you have bad knees, you can just keep your legs straight. Shift your hips forward. Arms up, stretch, gazing upwards for your warrior 1. Lift your toes up, clamp them down. Envision drawing in the beautiful earth energy in through your feet, up through your core, and shooting it out through your fingertips to the universe. And then swing your arms behind your back. Catch your elbows, straighten up your front leg. Take a deep breath here in through the nose. Exhale, fold forward. If you need to reach for the mat for balance sake, go ahead. Keep your head nice and loose. Slowly come back up. Put a bend back in your front knee. Come back into warrior 1. And now open into warrior 2. So change the angle of your back foot so it's parallel to the back of the mat. front knee over ankle. Gaze over your front fingertips. Lift your toes up. Clamp them down. Draw that earth energy in through the feet, up through the core. Roll your shoulders back and down, away from the ears. Give your glutes a little squeeze and relax them. Now flip your front palm so it faces the sky. Draw it up for reverse warrior, gazing upwards. And then rest your forearm on your thigh, palm facing up. Bring the other arm over your ear for extended side angle pose. Come back to your warrior two. Straighten up your front leg. Shift forward. Come into your triangle pose. Sink a little deeper if you can. At the waist, pivot into airplane pose. Then continue to pivot into revolved triangle pose. Come back to airplane. Come back to triangle. Sink a little deeper if you can. Flip your front palm so it faces forward, your bottom palm, and draw it up for reverse triangle, gazing upwards. And then step it forward. Give it a good shake and a twist. So the other side. Hands at heart center. Let's take a deep breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Take another deep breath in, stretch the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, stretch the arms all the way up to prayer, to heart center, to mountain pose. Step your left leg back. Back foot should be at a 45-degree angle, front knee over ankle, shift your hips forward, arms outstretched. Gazing upwards, lift your toes up, clamp them down. Envision drawing the beautiful earth energy in through your feet, up through your core, shooting it out through your fingertips to the universe. Now swing your arms behind your back, catch your elbows, straighten out your front leg. Take a deep breath here, in through the nose. Exhale, fold forward. You can drop your hands to the mat if you need to. Just keep your head nice and loose. And then slowly come back up. Put a bend back in your front leg. Come back into warrior one. And now open into warrior two, changing the angle of the back foot so it's parallel to the back of the mat. Gazing over your front fingertips. Lift the toes up, clamp them down. Envision drawing that beautiful earth energy in through the feet, up through the core, tuck in the tailbone, suck in the abs. Roll your shoulders back and down, away from your ears. Your glutes a squeeze. Relax them. Flip your front palm so it faces the sky and then draw it up or reverse warrior. Gazing upwards. Rest your forearm on your thigh, palm facing up. Bring the other arm over your ear for extended side angle pose. Come back to your warrior two, straighten up your front leg. Take a deep breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Shift forward, come into triangle pose. Sink a little deeper. At the waist, pivot into airplane pose. Continue to pivot into your revolved triangle pose. Come back to airplane. Come back to triangle. Sink a little deeper. Flip your bottom palm so it faces forward and draw it up, gazing upwards. And then step it forward. Give it a good shake and twist it out. So we need to take a little break. So if you want to grab some water, you can. And then grab your stretchy band, your stocking, your nylons, whatever you happen to have. If you don't have any of these things, just modify, just use your arms. So hold your stretchy band or your stockings, your nylons a little bit taut. We're going to be breathing in on the upswing in through our nose and exhaling through our mouth on the back forward swing. So breathing in, exhale, come forward. Inhale, come back. Exhale, come forward. Last time, inhale. Exhale. And now we are ready for our standing pose, tree pose. So again, if you happen to need a chair, that's perfectly fine. You can have a chair close by and holding onto the chair. Take a deep breath in, stretch the arms all the way up. And now float your arms down. Catch one of your legs, bring it out to the side. Doesn't matter which leg, whichever leg you prefer. Bring your foot in. You can have your toes on the ground, or you can raise your foot to your calf, or you can tuck your foot into your thigh. Just don't place your foot on your knee joint. Don't want to injure your joint. Staring at one point, either in front of you or on the ground, whatever that point is, so as long as it's not moving, that's your drishti. It helps you find your balance. Once you've found your balance, grow your branches. You can make a mudra with your fingers or at heart center or above your head. And release. Sharon, you are absolutely perfectly still. That's awesome. Okay, let's try the other side. Deep breath in, stretch up. Float the arms down. Catch the opposite leg. Bring it out to the side, slide the foot in. Either stay there or raise it to your calf or tuck it into your thigh. Staring at your drishti. Whenever you're ready and steady, grow your branches. And release, and give it a good shake. So I just have to say something about Sharon. Now I know where Sharon's son gets his great balance from. So Sharon's son is an amazing yogi. If you ever want to check out his Instagram, he's Stephen Pizzari on Instagram. Just check him out. He's awesome. All right. So time for our moon salutation. Take a deep breath in, stretch the arms all the way up. Interlace your fingers above your head. Point your forefingers up, and then we're going to tilt to the side. So this is just one version of crescent moon. You can look forward or look up. Come to center, and then over to the other side. Look forward or look up. And then come to center. Open up into your star. Open your legs up. Lift your toes up, clamp them down. Draw that earth energy in through the feet. As it's coming up your legs, tighten up your leg muscles. Tuck in your tailbone. Squeeze your glutes. Roll your shoulders back and down away from the ears. Have your fingers spread open wide. Close your eyes and envision giving the universe a great big hug. And now flip your palms so they face the sky. Drop your head back, lips together. You can envision floating up to the sky. And then come to center. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Draw your hands down. Open your chest up. Drop your head back, lips together. Come to center. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale and pull forward. Drawing the arms up, keeping your head nice and loose. Give your head a little shake. Release the hands. Take one hand, bring it outside the opposite ankle. Draw the other arm up. Gaze neutral or look up. And then switch sides. And then coming to center, grasp your elbows, drop your head from your waist, sway side to side, trying to get a little closer to the earth with each sway, keeping your head nice and loose. Pause in the center, take a deep breath in, stretch the arms all the way up to prayer, to heart center, opening up into our goddess position. So open your feet up, sink into goddess. Your hands can be facing each other or facing forward. Lift those toes up, clamp them down. Draw that earth energy in through the feet, up through the core, tuck in the tailbone, suck in the abs. Roll your shoulders back and down. Bring your hands to heart center, heel toe all the way in, and then come down into your cobbler's position. Soles of your feet together, hands on your feet. Take a deep breath in with a nice straight back. Exhale, fold forward, pressing your elbows into your legs. So this is our hip opener. We're going to hold it here for a half a minute to really open up the hips. I'll time it. And now release. So I'm going to grab my little gardening knee pad and place one knee on it. Stretch the other leg out. Flip your foot up and then slide your heel further down the mat if you can. Draw your toes toward your body because you really want to be feeling this leg stretch all along the whole leg. And then switch sides. Flip the foot up, push the heel down the mat, draw the toes toward you. And then draw your knees in. So we're going to do a full body stretch here. So come down, all the way down on your back, arms overhead, pointing your toes. And then bridge pose. So bend your legs. Have your feet so that they are hip distance apart. Have your fingertips touching your heels. And then raise your hips up. Roll your shoulders underneath you. You can now press your hands flat in the mat or make a fist with your both hands together and push that fist into the mat. The idea being just to be able to raise the hips a little higher. Then give your knees a little squeeze towards each other. Slowly come down. Give yourselves a full body stretch, arms overhead, pointing the toes. And then roll onto your tummy. So we want to counter that. Take your hands, interlace your fingers behind your back, stretch your forefingers out, and then push your hands down towards your feet and pushing up from your pelvic area. Lips together, head as high as you can get it, and then raise your legs up. Pointing the toes, you want to engage the whole body. And then slowly come down. Rest your head on your forearms for a moment or two. And then flip over. So we are winding down here, but we have to do a little work on our abs before we finish. So, lying flat on your back, take your hands, tuck them under your hips, raise your legs up. To legs up the wall position with your feet flexed. You can either stay here or rest here if it's too much for you, or join us in the abs. So point your toes and lower your legs for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hovering your legs, crisscross them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw the knees in, give a little rock side to side. Raise the legs back up, lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse your legs up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw the knees in, rock side to side. Raise the legs back up, lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flutter kick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw the knees in, rock side to side. So last time, raise the legs back up, lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open, close the legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw the knees in, rock side to side. You can come into a laughing baby pose, soles of your feet parallel to the floor. Grab your feet and draw your knees down towards the earth. Shins are 90-degree angle to the floor. You can hold it here or you can give a little rock side to side. And then full body stretch. And then come up to your staff pose. If you happen to have your strap, you may want to use it just for some extra stretch. But you don't need it. Taking a deep breath in, stretch your arms up with your strap. Exhale, fold forward, wrap your feet. And then walk your hands towards your feet, giving yourself a nice stretch, trying to keep your back as straight as possible. And then release. Take one foot out of the strap, keep the other foot in the strap. Now I always shift a little bit down the mat because we're going to come onto our back and I want my head to be on the back. Just hold one sec because I'm letting in Susan. She's coming for the meditation. Okay. If you don't have a strap, you're just going to modify. So leaning back, raise that leg up. Walk your hands up the strap. Drop the opposite arm, gaze to that arm, and drop open your leg. If you don't have a strap or a belt, just bend your leg and open it up. And then draw your leg back up. Walk your hands up the strap, drop the other arm. Cross the leg over your body. If you don't have the strap, you'll just bend your leg and cross it over with your hand on your knee. And then draw back up, switch feet. Walk your hands up the strap. Drop your opposite arm, open up your leg, gazing at your opposite arm. And then bring it back to center, walk your hands back up the strap. Drop the other arm, gaze to that arm, cross your leg over your body. And you can release your strap. We're ready for a very short Shavasana. So just stretch your arms over your head, point your toes, And then relax your arms on either side of you. And just envision your arms and legs melting into the earth. Take a deep breath in and exhale any tension that might be left in your body. We'll begin the Shavasana with the sound of the Tinsha cymbals and end it with the sound of the Tinsha cymbals. And we'll be here for about a half a minute. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, hands and feet. Draw your knees into your chest. Give a little sway side to side. Rock into your fetal position and push up into your comfortably seated position. So thank you for joining me. From my heart to yours, namaste.